You don't want justice dealt to you, so don't deal it to other people. So if you see that, that helps you to let go of it, because then you're like, okay, yeah, mercy is the thing that I want, so mercy is the thing that I'll give. And so I have done wrong in my life.
That person still has power over you. You don't think that they do. You think it's your choice. They still have power over you. Only you should have the power over yourself. And like you said, if you have been through things, but you're like, no one has harmed me, you're a clean slate, no one has power over you.
All the sins you've done in your life, you now have to pay the price. So I'll ask you again, do you want justice or mercy? Right? Most people want mercy. They want mercy for themselves. So if you want mercy for yourself, it's the same
Standard,
that you judge others by, you'll be judged by. So if you want mercy for yourself, then you have to show mercy to other people, right? It's like, we don't really want it. And then even if you say you want justice, okay, then my next statement is always, okay, well, here's your knife. Go ahead and take your pound of flesh. Go ahead and cut it. Where do you want to cut it from? You're going to take that knife, you're going to cut someone's flesh? I don't think so. You don't want that. You think you want that. You don't want to cause harm to someone else. It doesn't fix your harm. You would just
and it just harms you more.
You just be in a bloody mess, or fight fire with fire. But
everyone's on fire.
Yeah, but the point is, like, if you had the knife, and I like to use that as a visual image, like, you would not want to cut the pound of flesh from someone, right? But we think that we do. You know that you wouldn't want to be in that position. You wouldn't want to actually harm someone. No matter how much they harmed you, I would hope that you still would not want to take a knife to their flesh and take what is owed to you, right? Because it doesn't solve anything. And so that's like, when you really, really understand this at a deep level, the only answer is forgiveness.
Right.
Then you realize that this is what because the thing that you're holding on to is this sense of justice. And like I said, it's like, you don't want justice dealt to you, so don't deal it to other people. So if you see that, that helps you to let go of it, because then you're like, okay, yeah, mercy is the thing that I want, so mercy is the thing that I'll give. And so I have done wrong in my life, and so I don't want to be held by, be judged. And the other thing to think about too is, it's like, especially in a relationship, is that we've all made mistakes in life, right? How many of us want to be beat up by our mistakes over and over again? We don't. We want, what we want is for someone to forgive us and to let it go, and to not remember it, and to not to hold it against us, not to remind us. We want to be able to become the new person that we want to become, right? We don't want to be, so then why do we do it to other people? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it goes both ways. And so, but it's important to, because you'll never, the thing that will trap you here on this earth more than anything else is unforgiveness.
That's true. Well, and that's why when
prison.
You said what you said to me, I was like, I do have to work through this, whether it's with you or with someone else. Yeah. And I'd rather it be with you.
Yeah.
And you do feel different, and it does feel better. Like, I feel like a lot of people have these things that live in their head. They haven't forgiven and they haven't forgotten, and they don't even realize what it's doing to them. They don't even realize the turmoil it's creating inside of them. They don't realize the negative feelings and emotions that it is bringing up in them. Because even if they're not constantly thinking about it, but it still lives in there,
right?
It's still spewing out negativity.
Yeah.
And so it is a valuable lesson to learn. And if you don't learn it, you will just be miserable.
Yeah.
And because people, like I said, people will have moved on.
Right.
Like you said, the people who have hurt you, they don't care. Yeah. They're not thinking about it. They're not allowing it to affect them. It's only affecting you.
Yeah. You're walking around every day with this backpack full of bricks.
Right.
And you're like, why is it so heavy? Why is it so, why are other people don't have this load? And it's because what's in that backpack? Oh, it's a brick. This brick says Joe on it, and this one says Jim on it, and this is when this person did this to me, and you're holding on to all those things.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is let them go, and your burden will be lighter.
Right.
But it's not hurting anyone else by you carrying all those bricks around. It's not doing you any good. Like you're carrying the stuff around in life that's not doing you any good. It's only harming you. It's only making your life heavier. And as soon as you let that go, I mean, forgiveness is the most freeing thing that you'll ever do for someone else, but more importantly, the most freeing thing you'll ever do for yourself.
That's
because
true.
Once you choose to forgive and you start to say, nobody has harmed me ever in my entire life. That's the thing. Nobody has ever harmed me in my entire life. And you let it all go, it'll be the freest day of your entire life because
It's true.
you will experience that freedom. You'll see what that unforgiveness is doing to hold you down.
Right. That
you know?
person still has power over you.
Yeah.
You don't think that they do. You think it's your choice,
Yeah.
but they still have power over you. Like
Yeah.
only you should have the power over yourself. And like you said, if you have been through things, but you're like, no one has harmed me, you're a clean slate. No one has power over you. No one has their claws still sunk in you. But the more that you hold on to those things, the more power you give to those people that you don't even want in your life most of the time anyway, or you do want them in your life, but you want to get rid of these things that are causing you to feel all this negativity towards the person that you don't want to, like you, if you genuinely believe that the person who harmed you would not do that again and is sorry, why are you still holding on to it?
And even if you don't, right?
Well, no, I just mean in the instance where if you're with, I already talked
when
about when you're not with somebody.
Yeah, when you're with someone.
But I think it's important to talk about when you are with somebody because people don't realize too that they're actually sweeping that under their rug and it will never come out because it's on your side of the rug.
Exactly. Yeah. No, they're not even aware of it a lot of times.
Your partner can try to sweep under the rug, but he can't get to your side.
Yeah.
And it's still there and you're going to pile it up the more that you think about it. And only you can get rid of that underneath of the rug on your side.
Exactly.
It's not something that your partner can do.
Yeah, because they're not even aware. They don't have any reach into it. And that's what, like when we talked about, we did that episode on doing the work. That's doing the work, is like bringing the things to the surface so that you don't hold on to them. And you've got the choice. You can either address it or you can just let it go.
Right.
But you have to choose one of those. If you feel like you can't let it go, then you need to address it.
Yeah.
Right. And if you address it, then that has to be enough. That has to be it, and it's like, but I think there's a part of it of also, helping your partner to be able to let go of the thing, right? The forgiveness is something they have to do on their own. I'm 100%, regardless of whether the other person's sorry or not, they have to choose forgiveness. That has to be chosen. But if you harm someone, then, and this was a lesson that I had to learn, is that, and this is something that I teach guys all the time, especially in relation to women, because it's mostly like that, because again, our one-track mind, we're ready to move on to the next thing, is that you have to hold space. What that means is to allow, to say, okay, I want to hear your experience. I want you to tell me what you went through. And I want to hear it in detail, and I want to just listen and empathize with it and ask questions, and so that I can understand it. I want to understand what pain I put you through. I want to feel it. And to sit there and do that and not justify, not defend, because there's reasons. What everyone does things for a reason, and we know. And that's where I got trapped, is I was like, you would try to tell me how I hurt you, and I would say, well, yeah, but this is why I didn't mean to hurt you. But as soon as I'm starting to go down that path, you're feeling more hurt, right? Because even though I'm like, well, I'm trying to make you feel less hurt, because I'm trying to tell you that my state of mind was this, and this is why I was doing this, and this is what I was going through. And so it's not has anything to do with you. I'm not intentionally trying to hurt you, but every time I'm saying those words, it's hurting you more. And that's where I got stuck, is not realizing that, no. What I need to do is it doesn't matter. I just need to hear and just listen and just be there and just hear the story and empathize with it and really experience and feel it and not need to explain why,
I think anyone who is the one that hurts someone else will want to quickly move on from it, men or women.
Sure, yeah.
Because they don't want to feel the guilt and the shame or whatever other feelings are going to come up by confronting the things that they did.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I agree that men, I'm sure you talk to most about doing that, but women also should do that as well too. They should give men the space, if they have hurt them, and not try to be like, oh, get over it, or you're being such a baby, or you're still talking about that. What everyone should realize is that if you truly give the person that you've hurt the space to talk about it, and you just